How can you say a team like Kaizer Chiefs have played over four matches now, home and away with different teams, different
scoring only 2 goals.
Scoring only 2 goals, and the 2 goals were scored by a defender.
One of the things I started seeing reasons why Kaizer Chiefs is not at the top of the log between 5 and 1 and 5. Their conversion rate is very, very low, very, very poor.
We're going to discuss about the PSL game that took place yesterday between TL Galaxy and Kaizer Chiefs. How about TL Galaxy played out a 0-0 draw with Kaizer Chiefs? What's your take about that game?
I see that game as a game that was encompassed with a lot of technicalities. So I personally see that game that it was played from the dugout. The coach of TS Galaxy, Adnan Beganovic, I think he's from Serbia. And Khalid Ben Yusuf, the coach of Kaizer Chiefs. They played a kind of formidable kind of football that I really enjoyed. But one of the things, I started seeing reasons why Kaizer Chiefs is not at the top of the log between 5 and 1 and 5. Their conversion rate is very, very low, very, very poor. But they play a very lovely kind of football. Are you getting it? But there's a striking thing I saw about that game. From the 70th minute, the dynamics of the game changed. Because throughout the entire encounter, it was only one shot on target that the TS Galaxy side had. All the remaining shots on that, about 18 ball on target was for the Kaizer Chiefs side. So when they started making a change from the 63rd minute, when they brought in Lillepo, one tall striker like that, they brought in Lillepo, they brought in Valubai, they brought in Batman, one albino guy, Batman. They made about 5 changes. The game changed entirely.
The composition of the game
changed. Yes, the composition of the game changed. But at the 90th minutes, the number 9 jersey of the Galaxy side came very close. That was the only shot on target. But the reflexes of the goalkeeper of Kaizer Chiefs, Peterson, saved that ball. But in the 73rd minute, Lillepo missed a big chance. But there's one player in that Kaizer Chiefs side. I think that guy is supposed to be playing abroad. With all respect to Kaizer Chiefs and the South African football, that guy's performance has been top-notch week in, week out. That guy, Solomons, he's playing a modernized number 2, in which we saw people like Cicinho played in Brazil, Cafu played in Brazil, people like Douglas Macon played for Inter Milan. The guy is not only a number 2. That guy is a ball player. He uses every ball. His return rate, the way he returns when he goes for attack, the way he returns and recover is top-notch. It's top-notch. As in, he gives the midfielders a medium to improvise. Most times, he's the one even calling for ball. So I didn't expect to see such a player of such caliber. You understand? In Kaizer Chiefs, I expect to see him abroad. Let them know that we have players that can play South Africa, at that level, in Champions League, in Europa League, and all of that, even the best team in the world. Ashraf Hakimi has brought Morocco to that level they are today because of the ball he plays and any kind of football and the clubs he has played abroad. So I see no reason why somebody like Solomon, so his agent should actually work hard to give him more bigger contract. But the game ended 0-0. But there was so much disappointment from the Kaizer Chiefs fans. I can see a lot of disappointment. Even when Liverpool lose that ball at the 73rd minute, and when they made another miss again at the 88th minute, the Solomons brought in another ball. The attacker headed wide. You understand? There was disappointment. Even at the end as the referee ended the game, the fans were on the stadium. They were so disappointed. You understand? At some point at the 78th minute, when the camera was beaming, some of the fans, they were just shouting, just one. They were just saying, just one. Camera were picking them, just one. They just needed that goal, but the goal didn't come forth. I think they should work very well on their goal-scoring ability, their goal-scoring prowess, because the kind of football they play, from the defense to the midfield to the attack, they play offensive kind of football. But I don't know why they have not been scoring goals. But it was a good game, though.
Okay, Chima. TL Galaxy 0. Kaizer Chiefs 0. Another dropping of points from the side of Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, the Solomons is a South African player and he's 28 years old. So definitely he's no longer a kid in the game. 28 years old. We have other players, we have Mudal from Mamelodi Sundowns that plays from that same position, who is a younger player. No, not like more younger, but he's a more mature player in terms of defense. And then, when your team is doing well,
Then you don't change the winning team.
yes,
anyway,
you
and
understand
that's
when
true.
your team is doing well, Sundowns to compare to Kaizer Chiefs. So definitely the performance of Muda in Sundowns have given him an edge
Over Solomon.
over Solomon's. Now, I've said this thing before about the attack. Against Almasri away, they lost 2-1.
Yes.
Solomon scored. They came to home to play against Zamalek.
They played 1-1.
They played 1-1. Solomon scored. Right fullback or right winger. Now they played last week against Chippa United. They played goalless draw.
Yeah.
Now they played again
With
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
They played goalless draw. That means there's a problem with the team. There's a problem with the attack. For over 4 matches now that I know about,
They've not
I don't
won
even want to
anyone.
check the record, but over 4 matches now, they have not won.
anyone.
They have not. The attackers have not scored. The only 2 goals that they have scored were scored by
the defender.
Solomon, by a defender. So definitely there's something. I analyzed the way he go down, the striker will play. But today in that game, he did not play. Probably he was injured. Then Sylvia came in to play to replace him. Almost the same style of play. If I'm a coach, I don't really fancy strikers that are so heavy, that are thick, that are strong, because they are not always flexible in terms of making runs. Then, in terms of conversion
rate,
chances, they are not so good in it. Because how can you say a team like Kaizer Chiefs have played over 4 matches now, home and away with different teams, different
scoring only 2 goals.
Scoring only 2 goals, and the 2 goals were
Came
scored
from
by
a
a
defender.
defender. Then what are your
strikers
attackers doing? What are your strikers doing? What are Shabalala doing? What are they doing? What is Vilakazi doing on the pitch? What is Igodaro doing? Sylvia, all of these guys, what are they doing on the pitch? And then you want to get a call up to the national team. It's not going to be
It's not possible
like that. Now, the defenders have been doing so well, honestly speaking, defending well, being compact enough. But there's a way you defend and defend and defend. If you do not get a goal, you definitely end up conceding a goal. You end up conceding a goal. Now, the runs they make into the 18-yard ball, the conversion of goals is so poor. As a team like Kaizer Chiefs, at least if you go 1 match, you did not score, you get a draw. The next match, even if you are going to lose, your striker should be scoring, because if your striker can score, at least, okay, look at the statistic of the games. Now, in that game, they had about 24 shots against 3 shots of TL Galaxy. 24 shots, no goal.
How many on target?
Wait, shot on target, 8 shots on target. For TL Galaxy, no shot on target. 8 shots on target for Kaizer Chiefs, no goal. And they have attackers from midfield to attack, no goal. And they were shooting. What they were shooting? What were they shooting?
They were shooting aimlessly.
You understand now? A team that needed to win, that needed to catch up with Pirates and Sundowns. Now, we had about attacks, 64 attacks to TL Galaxy, 53 attacks. Then, dangerous attacks, 82 to Kaizer Chiefs, 23 to Galaxy. Now, free kicks, 18 free kicks to Kaizer Chiefs. Then, we had about 7 free kicks for this guy. If you have 18 free kicks, you cannot convert one. Either direct free kick or indirect free kick. At least, there should be a pattern. As far as coaching is concerned, as far as techniques, tactics is concerned, you must have different ways to score goal.
Especially in your team.
Defenders did not allow you to score goal, you can come up with a kind of flick. We watch European teams. Yeah. We watch most of these teams sometimes. What makes you different? The coach we're talking about now, a Serbian coach, a white man. I expected him to come up with something different. If this free kick is okay, look at we have been playing now. We have not gotten any goal. How do we get these goals now? There's a free kick now. You know what? You run in behind, or you are going to stay and bring this ball in. If you have a tall man, or you can tell your center back, leave that center back, let the shortest man stay behind to defend, or 2 people should come back. Let the center backs who can nod or who are very good on the air, let them go inside the 18-yard ball. Make sure that you bring this free kick inside the 18-yard ball for them to compete or to contest. By the time you do that 2 or 3 times, at least you get a goal. Center backs in Europe, they always score. Anybody can score on the pitch, depending on how you make use of them, depending on the tactics and the way you play on the pitch. You can play to suit your center back. You can play to suit your right full back. You can play to suit your left back. You can play depending on the qualities of the players that you have at your disposal. Sometimes the striker can be the one creating chances. Look at Evidence Makopa in the game for Pirates. Yeah. Very flexible up front, making runs. It's not that strong like it's not that strong like all this, but that runs he was making up front can destabilize the defenders there. But now these guys, Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs strikers, they work so hard. And in this modern day football, you don't supposed to work too hard. You're supposed to be working smart. on the pitch. You don't work so hard. If you work so hard, if you chase every damn ball on the pitch, you are going to get tired easily. If you want to impress, I don't know, maybe they are playing to impress their
The coach,
coach.
yeah.
Or maybe they are just playing, I want to make name out. No, you have to play intelligent football. They pay money for intelligent football. They don't pay money for hardworking football. And even while you are playing intelligent football, marking is intelligence. Marking is hardworking, because the way you mark, you don't just mark with your leg. You mark with your brain. You
Yeah.
mark with your leg. You mark with your mouth. You mark with your hand. You mark with everything in your body. That is why it's called football. That is why it's called a game. That is why you treat every part of your body. If you're on the pitch now and you want to mark as a striker, you're not supposed to be chasing every ball. Chase to the left, chase to the right. No. If you want to mark, sometimes when you chase one ball, you drop it. If they're playing a pressing football, if Pirates or Sonas want to press you, they are not pressing with one man. You can never press a team with one man player. No. So if you are pressing, the whole team is going, so that when they are passing the ball to the other person, your teammate is covering that space, your teammate is covering the other space. That is how you press. You don't press leaving one man up front to exhaust his strength. After exhausting his strength, by the time you get the ball, you will see their striker in behind, or you see the striker waiting to run into the 18-yard box to go and play. And in this modern football, what I expected when you are attacking, I say, Kaizer, if your striker is not there, if your striker have chased down a ball to the left side, somebody playing the wing back, somebody playing the attack, maybe people like Sebalala, Villa, Kaizer, and the rest should be replacing at every given time on the pitch. There should be a player replacing a position, a vacant space when you are attacking or when you are defending. If your striker chases the ball to the left or to the right side, definitely that space in that opponent half have been left open. A player is was supposed to be replacing that space, so that when they want to bring in attack, they should see somebody there. But when Kaizer are attacking, sometimes you barely see the attackers inside their 18-yard ball, which is a very, very poor tactical play from them. They can be busy playing all right, possessing the ball, but at the end of the day, how do you convert goals? You don't just convert goals by leaving one man up front. You convert goal by building the team, by creating space, by trying to play intelligent football. And I feel like this is what has been affecting Kaizer too. And I believe that they have a very good squad. They have a very good goalkeeper who, at least for now, is doing well. Defense line getting better. Midfielders trying to hold the ball, trying to create the ball. They need a little bit of two quality players up front to add to what they have if they must be getting results. Because if not, you can't tell me that having played 4 matches so far without your striker scoring 1 goal, even your wingers did not score, you let the goal scoring responsibility for a defender alone. Look at the day Solomon did not play in the last match before this match. They did not even score. They did not play. So definitely it's a very, very bad one for Kaizer, and they need to sit up. If not, I don't think they can get anything out of them. And before you know it, they get tired. The players will get the morale, because goals are the only thing that gingers attacker. So, and they need to, not that the striker they have are not good, but they need to play to the strength of that striker, or they need to get 2 or 3.
And they be converting their chances.
Because you cannot tell me, well, although they scored and it was disallowed.
But it's not a goal.
Yeah, so definitely you need to find a way to play to the strength of your striker, or find a way to talk to your striker, sit him down, tell him the type of pattern you want, so that he can be getting goal. These guys can do it. If they are not good, you will not sign them. So definitely they should bring out the best from this. For now, the coach is not doing what I expect.
Albert, Kaizer Chiefs have played 13 matches, and they have 24 points. Do you think that their Continental game is what is affecting them in the PSL and matches that they play?
No, I don't think so at all. In any way, I don't think so. Looking from their statistics and the matches they are playing in PSL, I think in their last 8 matches or so with this TS Galaxy, I guess they have had about 7 draws. 7 draws and 1 loss. Now, if you look at their Continental and their PSL game, all two, and summating all the goals together, they've just only scored a handful of goals. You cannot end points without winning games. Are you getting it? You can't end points without winning games. You have to win games for you to end points. You get what I'm trying to say? So far, so good. As we speak, sincerely speaking, Kaizer Chief conversion rate is very poor. They have good defense line. They have good techniques. But the question is, why are they not scoring goal? So I think the coach has a big job to do here. Perhaps January, after the Nations Cup, let him shop for players that can actually deliver the team. Because as far as I'm concerned, the team may sink. It may not qualify for any Continental next season. Are you getting it? It may not even fall between 1st and 4 before the season ends. Are you getting it? So I think the coach have a very big job to do in this regard. Kaizer Chiefs are not performing at their best at all.
Chima, I will ask you the same question. Do you think their Continental game is affecting them in their PSL games?
if you have a good squad, Continental is not supposed to affect you.
But
Even if
they
the
might not have the depth. They might not have
Yes,
depth in that
definitely. They
team.
don't have the depth because even the ones playing, even in the continent, they are not doing well. So if they are not doing well in the corner, although Kaizer Chiefs have had some issues like that before, I think a few years back, I can't really remember, they made it 2005 or there, but I can't remember
Exactly.
where they were CAF have to ban them because they refused to go for a CAF championship tournament because they were feeling like the traveling expenses, the timing, the fatigue, all of those things. So they were feeling too big to go and play in CAF competition. With holding that the flights, connecting
because
flights, all
of
of those
financial
things.
problem.
Not financial problem. They were feeling like the CAF competition
It's not worth it.
Yes, it's not worth it. Entering flight, stopping over maybe in Europe country, coming back to play maybe in Benin or West African country, going back to South Africa there and going to honor their PSL game. So they decided to sit back without playing some of those matches. So CAF have to ban them after some years. So before they now return back to CAF Champions League, now they have served their ban. So if they don't want to play continental football, they can as well tell competition CAF, or they can as well play rubbish. Let them just go out. Even the qualifier before the tournament, then they should have even lost their game. If they have lost that game, they will not be in the group stage. If they feel like they don't want to play, then it's easy for you to just lose. About telling me that playing so far so good in the league, Sonas is playing this team, Stellenbosch is playing, at least they are doing well in the CAF competition score, but they're not doing well in the league. They won their last match, they are not doing well. So you are not doing well in the league, you are not doing well in the CAF competition score. So what is now the issue? Now what's the issue? So you have to do, but what I feel is that they're having problem with their this is just a coaching problem, because this coaching issue is what they should address. If they can address it, it will help them. They have a very good team, they have a very good squad. After Pirates, after Sundown, Kaizer Chiefs should come in, but now it's as if they are just going down. That is why it's difficult for them to produce a player that will play the Bafana team. Now you play the match like this. Now you heard about 31 crosses into the 18-yard box. 31 crosses non-converted. These guys have 8 crosses. Out of those 31 crosses, the accuracy, you have 29 accuracy crosses. Now that 29 accurate crosses into the 18-yard box, you could not convert even one. That means either the problem is the attackers, when you are crossing the ball,
they are not at the
right position to connect the ball, or the striker you have are not good enough to convert those chances. So maybe these are the striker that maybe after 5, 7, 8 games they give you 1 goal, which as a case that you are not supposed to.
You don't need that kind of a striker.
Is not giving them the right program at the training, because if you train these things at the training ground as a winger, before you bring in crosses, there should be a level of positioning of your attackers before you can bring in crosses, and then your striker should be able to know from the training ground that when you are holding the ball, this crosses, this is the way I like it. I like it on the air, or I like it at the first bar, or I'm running to the first post, I'm running to the second bar, so that you can know that anywhere you are, when these guys hold this ball, you already know that I'm running to the first bar, because you know that this ball will come right in front of me. If it is the ball that will come behind you, you already know that no, you can deceive your defender that you might feel like this, maybe you want to go, the defender will go from then. Why that guy is also what you call football is communication and understanding. That is why it's your teammate. That is why, okay, how will you cross ball till 31 crosses? Yes, no. If you have crossed the 4, the 4th one, the 5th one, the 6th one, I expected you or some of those crossers or the teammate to come and talk to the striker. Say, look at you, I'm crossing this ball too much, 4-5 now, I will need to get a goal in this game. How do you want it? Or the striker should have come to the wing and say, see, this ball you are crossing, maybe this defender is tall, or they are marking me, or they know what they are doing. They know that they are marking me now. See what you are going to do. Don't bring the ball closer to the goalkeeper again now. You can put it outside, or maybe don't cross the ball. You just play it low. Let me come and eat the ball. Let there be something. You must come up with something as a team. That is why you're a big team. So this is not about CAF Champions League. It's not about whether it's affecting them. It's not affecting them. This is just that the team currently now are not doing well. For the past 2 years now, they have not been stable. So the team, this coach now have a lot of work to do. Either he sign more player by January to complement this team, or he increase the tactical play. You have to study, you have to go deep down his book and then bring out some tactics that can help. You have to bring something out that can help, because you are the one coaching this guy. player, you know their ability, you know the strength that they have, you know their power, you are seeing them in training, you know what they can do. So I believe that we should be seeing different style of goals from K. If you watch Pirate game, if you watch Sundowns, you see the type of goals they score. If you see Pirate play, you see sometimes they play once they are playing, once this one, even without looking at the back, this man knows that there's a runner behind him. He will play the ball. Once he hears his voice or once he sees the color of the jersey, he's playing the ball all through. Another player, Fakoba knows that, okay, I'm going, I have two striker all front. This one, you're going to play dummy for me. You can open your leg and we hit the ball. They'll think you're the one that want to play, or I'm on to this play, you hold the ball. Once I come and you play it like that, I will shoot. And this is how you know a good team that is being trained by a good tactician.
Okay, Albert, I said it before. Kaizer Chiefs have played 13 matches with 24 points. Orlando Pirates is topping the league with 28 points, 4 points difference, followed by Mamelodi Sundowns with 26 points, 2 points difference between them and Kaizer Chiefs. Then Sekokune with 25 points, 1 point difference. Do you think that the league is still open for Kaizer Chiefs?
Yes.
Because they've dropped 4 points in the last 2 matches. And if they had gotten that 4 points, they would have been on 28 points.
28 points.
So, but do you think with 24 points and 13 matches, and Orlando Pirates, the 12 matches with 28 points, and other ones have played 13 matches, do you think that the league is still wide open for Kaizer Chiefs if they put their acts together?
If the league is still wide open, yes, it's wide open. Is the point margin wide?
No.
It's not wide. Are you getting it? But the question here is, can Kaizer Chiefs rise to the ante? Their goal drought is causing a lot of issues. And I said, for you to win the league, you have to score goals. You have to win matches. And sometimes when you have to win matches, you have to win matches convincingly. Because 2 or 3 teams that is coming after you to win the league with the same league with you may be having more goals than you. What if at the end of the day,
they'll count goals?
they count goals forward, the goals differences. But Kaizer Chiefs are shy of goals. Are you getting it? They are not being consistent. They have not been consistent. Looking about their past 8 matches, they have not been consistent. And that underscores the reason why none of their players are in the Bafana side. You understand? It's not rocket science. It's football. What you play in the I say football is what you give into football is what football give back to you. You can't miss your chances and the other opponent score. You said it was a lock. It's not a lock. Convert your goals. Are you getting it? Take the idiom. Some idioms say take time by the law clock. Make use of opportunity. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So they have a good side. I like their defensive discipline. I like the mode of the attack. See, when they made that changes, when they brought in one albino-looking guy, Batman, and is it Vuba or one guy Vuba? The guy is technically gifted. The dynamics of the game in the entire second half changed entirely. If not for the goal shy, one Lilepo, one tall guy that they substituted for Shabalala. Yeah. The guy missed a handful of chances. Are you getting it? They missed about 3 chances in less than 10 minutes. But I don't know why they're not scoring goals. Solomon was restless from the right fullback, running overlaps, making some lovely crosses, ball in and all of that, but they couldn't convert it. But the difference between Chiefs and the league toppers is just a few points away. 4 points. But the consistency is here what we're looking at. Are you getting? Because I always say it's a league, it's not a cup final. Yeah. So in leagues, you have to be consistent because 16 teams in the PSL, they are gunning for this. But some will go for relegation, some will remain at the middle of the table, and one will pick up the league. You like it or not, it's one person that will pick up the league. But for you to be able to go for European, African tournament like the Confederations Cup and the CAF Champions League, you need to come between 1, 2, or 3. Are you getting it? So Kaizer Chiefs are goal shy, and if you are goal shy, you definitely not going to pick up the league because you have heavy competitors here in the hand of Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. Are you getting it? So the issue is that the coach need to check inwardly and see what is actually missing, because for them to be goal shy, there is something actually missing. For you to be playing about 8, 7 matches or even 10 matches, you are not scoring up to even 10 goals. Let's say approximately 1 goal per match. Okay. So you are not even scoring goals. Are you getting it? So there's a problem. The coach need to mark you signing. He need to make signings that will give him the required results that can actually take Kaizer Chiefs to the next level. But looking at the league, it's still wide open. Looking at the points matching.
Chima, do you have any other thing to chip in?
I feel like the Kaizer Chiefs coach should be under pressure because as it stands like this now, if they lose any other game, again, maybe they have to consider firing him because I don't think he can, with this kind of pressure, Pirates are not dropping points anytime soon. Saunders are not dropping points anytime soon, except Kaizer Chiefs still want to remain an average team for now. For long, they have always been a very great team. So
Sundown is only topping them with 1 point.
it does not that point now. To drop that point is not easy. With the way Kaizer Chiefs is working, even if Sundown drop point, even if Pirates drop point, can Kaizer Chiefs overtake with Kaizer Chiefs playing against Chipa, they could not score. Playing against Galaxy, they could not to score. Is it when they play against other top team that they will not score? So they need to up their game, or the coach should get fired.
Okay. We have come to the end of this segment, but I think Kaizer Chiefs with 24 points, following Sekokun with 25, then Memoli Sundown with 26, then Orlando Pirates with 28 points. I don't think the points difference is much, just approximately 4 points. But I think that if the Kaizer Chiefs coach puts his ass together, the Kaizer Chiefs will come up to the occasion. Thank you, and thank you so much.